time we started, is it not?
It is, and I'm excited. Let's do this.
Okay. So, last we left off, our hero found herself in the Witchlight Carnival and with a night of revelry and also the annoying having insistence of having to deal with all the fucking problems going on that particular night. You manage to actually enjoy yourself just enough and help other people enjoy the carnival just enough to be crowned the Witchlight Monarch. Uh, After talking with the owners, they came to a resolution that you were definitely not following them to the specific portal to Prismere, and they were definitely not showing you the way in, and you just happened to fall into Prismere while the portal was open.
Exactly.
And now you are in Hither. You see before you an expanse of swamp, lit faintly by the occasional dot of fireflies. There is the concordant cacophony of crickets, of bugs, of all kinds. There's also the sound of frogs and birds. And you have just witnessed the crash of a balloon not too far from the bridge. The remains of this hot air balloon, from the looks of it, is dangling from the spire of a slanted tower that you can see. Um, but your first order of business right now is getting yourself down.
All right. So it looks like coming down the mushrooms, I'll be pretty close to the crashed balloon anyway. So I suppose I
Mm-hmm.
will go and investigate that first, taking the mushrooms down, as I do not
Okay.
wish to waste my butterfly wings as of yet. I need to
Okay.
input my health.
Mm-hmm.
27. Save settings. All right, and down we go.
Okay. Before you continue, let me see here. Let me double check.
Yep, that's why I paused where I did.
Okay. Let's see here. Here we are. Is there anything in particular you're using to climb down? Or are you just trying to
Um,
just free climb it?
let me check my inventory. Yeah, the only thing I've got is oh, I really hate to use it. Is there anything in my explorer's pack? Let's see. Hempen rope. Eh. Fuck it. Nah. I don't have anything I can really use. I don't. Hang on. What about magic? Well, I'm low level, so I don't think I have anything that'll really. Why do I have so many fucking spells? Oh yeah, never mind. I know exactly why I have so many fucking spells. Ah! Before I do this, I will cast False Life though to give myself 2d4 plus 4 hit points just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Because more hit points is never a bad idea, especially since these don't have a time limit, so they'll
Never
last
a
until a
bad
long
idea
rest.
indeed.
So that's 2d4 plus 4. Let me make sure that's. Yeah, it literally just says 2d4 plus 4. It doesn't say what the modifiers are. So roll the dice. What'd I get? I got 7 more hit points.
Okay.
That's 7 more than I had.
That is 7 more than you had.
Alright. Now I'm gonna try to climb down. What roll am I making?
I need you to make an athletics check.
I have a +4 to that. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I don't know why I chose athletics.
With an 18, you're able to get down easily. Halfway down, the mushrooms really help out, and it turns less of climbing down the stones that make up the causeway, to basically hopping between mushroom to mushroom. Sticky mud squelches beneath your feet. Tangled mangroves grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog and purple mushrooms. Oh, and as you reach the bottom, as you begin to reach the bottom, you hear the fluttering sound of wings as a giant crane takes flight from where near where you had set yourself.
I'm down at. Okay.
But yes.
Giant crane, how big?
Let me see here. It's about the size of a large dog. You know those super massive dogs that on hind legs reach about this height of a average guy?
That's big ass hounds.
Yeah, those are big ass hounds. The bird is just about as big.
That bird is bigger than me. I'm not kidding. Hang on, let me find my character's height. Nope, that's not it. Notes about, there it is. Yeah, I have her listed on the short end of a tiefling, so she's all of like 5'2". That thing's bigger than me.
Yeah. But yes. Let's see here. Tangled mangroves grow out of pools of rippling water, half hidden by the thick fog, and purple mushrooms. Purple mushrooms cling to rotting logs and stumps scattered throughout the marsh. Crickets that glow like fireflies chirp serenely before they're snatched out of the air by the tongues of hungry frogs. Coming from one direction, you hear several voices joined in a marching song. The singing grows louder as 6 bipedal rabbits, wearing clothing, emerge from the fog. 2 of them tug at the reins of a giant snail, while others carry clubs and swings. They are singing merrily. And let me see here. Let me get them into view. Boom.
Oh, there I am.
There you go.
Oh, Lord. That is a giant freaking snail. What the hell?
Yeah. It is a giant snail. You've seen snails about that big in the Witchlight Carnival. You wonder if that's where they came from. Let's see here.
I'm gonna assume they came from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they're finely dressed, and it seems to be a caravan of sorts.
They're not finely dressed. They're just dressed. They look like rabbit folk. And as they begin to approach... Let me see here. Yeah. As they approach, you do notice that 4 of them have their weapons drawn. And the apparent leader jumps down from the snail, walks forward and says, "This is a robbery. If you resist, we'll beat you black and blue."
My character just sighs loudly and with a raised eyebrow grabs her coin purse and tosses it on the floor. It has 4 silver in it, and that's it. I mean, by all means, you ain't
No,
getting much.
we don't want your silver. And she pulls up a jar, a stoppered gourd, and says, "Let me see here. You're going to surrender some delight."
The light?
Yes.
Excuse you?
Uh, you touch the knob here, and we're going to take the delight you received from getting the best gift you ever received.
Repeat that.
You touch the knob here, and we're going to take the delight you felt whenever you received the best gift ever.
What is wrong with you?
We're robbing you. This is what we want. We don't see.
No, you don't. Why are you robbing delight of all things?
It's
Like,
got
by
value.
osmodeus. Value. Delight has value. Good luck getting delight from the woman who has been ostracized all her life, looked down upon, beaten black and blue just for existing, and then having my family die because we got ousted by another noble family I was supposed to be courting their son. What delight do you think you'll get from that?
There's got to be something in there. Did you ever receive a gift that particularly you enjoyed?
Not really. Not unless you count the gift Osmodeus gave me, and even then, Osmodeus isn't exactly one to give you willing gifts.
But you felt good after that. It was the best gift you did receive.
you, you don't seem to be catching on. No.
Listen,
I
we're
did
on a
not feel
very busy
delightful.
timetable. Either you touch the stopper and we'll take it, or we'll beat you black and blue.
Uh, she kind of pinches the bridge of her nose, walks up, and as she reaches out to... hang on, let me see. You know what? I got something. Fine. You want it? She reaches into her bag, and she pulls out a giant stuffed spider. I won this for helping a couple of kids. And she walks up while holding the spider and touches it with the spider.
Okay. Out of curiosity, is there anything sneaky you're trying to do, or are you just legitimately doing this?
So she wasn't joking when she told them she hasn't had enough good moments in her life to for this to actually work on her to begin with. The few she had were already ripped away with what happened with her family and such. And then she basically went from watching her parents work themselves to death to working for Osmodeus. So hasn't really had much of a chance to kind of fix that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really not much they're going to get from her to begin with. At this point, she is trying to deceive them, but she's being a bit of a dick about it.
Mm. But you are still trying to touch the spider to the gourd.
Yes, I'm touching specifically the spider to the garden. The spider's a magic item, so I don't expect this to work anyway.
Okay. Touching the spider to the gourd, you feel a little bit of energy. It was one of the times early on before everything went to shit that your parents gave you a birthday gift. And it had delighted you. And that is now gone. You
she
don't
just
remember
kind of pauses,
it. You don't remember it
she
much,
kind of,
but
she pauses, goes, huh. Yeah, I still don't really remember that. That must have been before my horns grew in.
Well,
And she kind of shrugs.
Agdon Longscarf is much obliged, and they begin Um,
Oh, who said you get that for free just because you think this is a robbery?
we gonna have to beat you black and blue?
Oh, no, I want actual coin for that. As you can see, I'm a little light on it, and I might need some more.
You misunderstand. This is a robbery. We take, you don't get anything.
No, you misunderstand. That gourd is breakable.
And if it is
Either you give me a gold piece for the little bit of joy you managed to get out of me, or I will just nuke the area where I stand, taking myself out and breaking your gourd for shits and giggles. I will return to Osmodius, and I'll be back within 2 or 3 days. Probably heavily scarred from Osmodius, but that's neither here nor there.
That's not
She's
how this is
bluffing.
gonna work. We got
I don't
what
even
we
get
wanted.
a check.
Okay, make a deception check.
She's trying to like talk them into giving her the 2 gold coins.
The 2 gold coins?
Or the gold coin, whatever I asked for. I have already forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
Okay. With a dirty 20.
My persuasion is just as high, so whether that was persuasion or deception, that's what I rolled.
Well, law of reciprocity does state that we have to give something back. So, a couple of them fumble and produce 5 gold coins and hand them your way.
Much obliged. She takes it. I will add the 5 gold coins.
Okay. And they continue off. And you did not lose the silver, by the way.
Cool.
Okay.
I now have 23 gold pieces. I lied about that part. She keeps a separate bag for gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was actually a fun little one, especially given the character I have.
Mm-hmm. And funnily enough, if you did fight and they did manage to knock you down to 0, you wouldn't have died. You would have just unconscious, and then they would have stolen your shit and left.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's why I opted for the, let's see if I can talk them into paying me for this shit route. Like, because, again, she's not exactly, she's not depressed, and she's not hyper upset about her situation. She's accepted it to this point.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't have too many good things in her life to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Good pull on you for that, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, and I put the spider back in her bag.
Okay. So, do you head still towards the tower?
Yes, towards wherever that balloon landed.
Okay.
Also, was that gourd really breakable? I was 100% bluffing about that.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
It was breakable, or at least you would have been able to do something with it.
Well, I have a cantrip. This cantrip is called Word of Radiance. Burning radiance erupts from you in a 5-foot emission. Each creature of your choice that you can see in it must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to hit the gourd with it.
If it was close enough I could touch it, it was close enough that would have worked.
Well, it targets creatures, not objects.
Okay, fine. I have other things. I have Sacred Flames. Let's see here. That's a creature as well. I have Chill Touch and Vengeance Blade on Vengeful Blade. Those I can just touch.
Anyway.
I have a couple of fuck you cantrips. Don't test me.
So, trudging through the swamp, you eventually make it to the tower. Yeah.
She is grumbling about having to trudge through the through the swamp. Like, walk through the swamp with these fucking shoes. Swear to God. Oh, it's ruining my dress.
Yeah. A
She is not happy.
A crumbling stone tower rises out of the swamp, leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over. Black brambles surround the base of the tower and cling to its lower half. Hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower's peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. The basket dangles 30 feet above the surface of the swamp. Let's see here.
Said it was 30 feet in the air?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
As you get closer and kind of look up at it, you kind of hear a whisper coming from the basket. Hey you, I need help.
You don't say.
I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servants, ask you to free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the vile Bavlorna Blightstraw when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and sent plummeting to its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive. I've been trapped up here for a while now. Help me. I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismere. And he's speaking all this in whispered tones.
And why are you whispering?
2 servants are asleep in the brambles just outside the tower door. If you awaken them, they might put the squeeze on you, or worse, devour me.
Lovely. I have no idea how I'm going to reach him, John.
Well, there is a tower door. You do know of these snakes that are just outside the door. And assuming that the door actually enters, you probably can climb up the tower from the inside.
The problem with that is that means I need to be able to get past those serpents.
Yep. Which right now you cannot see, but with a perception check, I'll allow you to see if you can.
Alright, let me see what my perception is. It is a nothing.
It is.
Oh yes, wisdom. My very worst stat.
Oh yeah. You are able to see them sleeping in the briars.
Holy shit!
They are currently resting. You might be able to sneak past them if you're careful.
She kind of looks around, and as she spots that one, she moves this way a little bit. She spots that one, and he kind of shrugs and goes, "Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to help you. I don't think I'm getting past that."
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see here.
Most of what I have left for the day is close range. Hang on. Let me check my seals.
Well, couldn't you just like sneak in? Also, is there no means to fly?
Do I look like I have wings?
Well, I would never know, and I mean, you do seem to be royalty.
Ro- She doesn't know she wants to slap this guy or not for the comment. Um. Okay, so I have an idea, but it's not technically how my seals work.
Okay.
Because it's creature related. So it's
Mm-hmm.
saying when I make an attack, I can choose, and as long as it's within 30 feet of me, I can choose to slap a seal on the creature I'm attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Could I finagle my way around the rules and use this to target like the rope on the basket? Because I can expend one, or I can burn my seals for fire damage or necrotic damage.
I see. So you're going to attack the you're going to try and attack the rope.
Yes, see if I can. Actually, if I do that and he falls, it'll wake things up. She's thinking, and she like reaches and pulls this odd looking paper seal from her hip, and she looks back up and kind of frowns and goes, "Well, if I burned the rope, then you would just fall, and that would also wake up the serpents." Are you sure you can't get into the tower somehow?
Unfortunately, no. I'm actually caged in here.
How the
I was put into the
um
cages.
hmm,
A couple bullywugs helped me, noble bullywugs, mind you, helped me get out. But unfortunately, one didn't. The pilot of this aircraft didn't survive. We didn't have the key, so there was very little way for us to actually open it up and let me free. Otherwise, I would have left here ages ago.
wait, what is my Helen vocation? Okay, that is not it. Hang on, I see another trait I might be able to use. But I'm not sure how this one works, and I'm not seeing it here. Give me just a second to double check this feature.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can find it in this. Forked tongue, that's combat mastery. Sorry, it's just taking me a minute to find these.
Oh, take your time.
Let's see here. These are the boons. Okay, what the, so is it just... I'm not understanding this at all. What the hell am I? Okay, maybe it's in the subclass section. Oh, I forgot that was something I could do. Not helpful if I don't want to fight. Yeah, I wonder if that's something that was left over from before the revision, because I'm not seeing that in here at all.
Hmm.
In case you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's the invoke hell feature for the third level.
Yeah.
So, hang on, let me match that up with... Okay, yeah, it matches with whatever you get at the third level for your subclass. So that's my spellcasting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the way they word that is really weird. Sorry, that threw me off. Um, hmm. I did, however, forget that as long as I have a seal on something, I can inflict it with weakening,
That's cool.
which means it's weak to whatever damage I'm using. So that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, well, I'm not really the sneaky type, so I'm not sure how to help you, man.
Well,
Person thing.
I need help, otherwise they'll probably get me. I don't know how long these ropes are gonna hold.
Well, my all that is infernal. Ugh. Shouldn't be wasting my time on this. She takes this. What? Can can you get to the edge at all?
I'm kind of confined in a cage. I'll try to see what I can do. Let me see here.
Well, here, tie this up, and I will throw my rope up to them.
Okay. Let's see if they can actually do that. Make an athletics check.
Oh, hey, that's still a +4.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20 to just chuck the rope up there.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's only half the trouble. Let's see. I'm gonna have him use his dexterity for this. Okay.
10.
I'm going to give him advantage just to see. Okay, cool. With a 19, he's able to grasp at it, and he ties up. He goes, "Okay, you should be good to go."
Alright, I will start to climb it. Another athletics.
No, but as you pull at the rope, you kind of feel like whatever he tied it on wasn't stable or something, because the rope actually pulls down rather than pulling you up.
As the rope comes down, I take a step back to see what hits the ground.
Um,
And as this happens, she says, I swear I've met dead animals smarter than you.
I, there's not much I can tie to from here. This was the best I could get. And you see as a birdcage begins to fall
Why did you think
with
a
a
bird
little
cage?
little fairy dragon inside.
Oh shit. I'm gonna try to catch the cage.
Make athletics or acrobatics check, one of the two.
A 12.
I am going to say that is enough, and you're able to catch the cage. Ah, good show. That was rather dicey, and I know that that wasn't at all what you were intending, but good show. Thank you very much.
She takes like a deep breath and exhales very slowly out of her nose as she looks at this fairy dragon, looks up at the guy and goes, I swear you are dumber than a rock.
I am doing the best I can. I'm sorry. Look,
Oh,
and he
why
kind
did
of
you think a fairy
he reaches outside of the cage, and this is as far as my arms will go.
Why did you think a fairy dragon cage would hold my weight?
I didn't, but I couldn't reach anything else that could.
She sighs and looks at the fairy dragon and tries speaking Sylvan to it.
Mm-hmm. He understands. He's like, oh, by the way, this is what he looks like.
Oh, nice. Okay, since they understand Sylvan, she's going to look at them and go, I'm sorry about that. I don't think that one's the brightest in the bunch.
Oh, no. The fairy dragon is the one who is talking to you.
Wait, so the cage is in my hands now?
Yeah, the cage is in your hands. The fairy dragon.
Oh.
The fairy.
Okay.
The
that
only
makes this
other.
easier.
The only other thing living right now is the snakes
Snakes.
the snakes and the fairy dragon. The fairy dragon is the person who you've been talking with this whole time.
Okay. I did not realize you were a fairy dragon, so I guess that actually made things a little simpler, though I was not expecting to catch a fairy dragon in a cage today.
I wasn't expecting to have to run for my life, but today's been full of surprises.
Now, should I let you out here, or would you rather I get you somewhere away from the giant serpents?
Well, I doubt you'd be able to let me out here. I think the cage has been enchanted. We would have gotten me out. I would have gotten out far sooner if it wasn't.
Step back from the front of the cage.
Okay, and he kind of steps back.
I touch it and cast Chill Touch.
Okay, let me see here.
Do you want to roll to hit?
Give me a moment. I gotta double check something. Okay, nothing happens.
Really?
Yeah. You would think that you'd see some kind of damage. But this cage doesn't seem to be affected at all.
Alright, Silva sighs and goes, we'll deal with this later. And she ties the cage to her backpack and kind of looks around to figure out where she's going to trudge to next. Which direction are we going?
Well, let's see here. See here. I'm pretty sure that the next place to go, if you would want to help free me, would be Telemy Hill. I know of a goblin named Jingle Jangle that probably has the key.
Firstly, Jingle Jangle had better be more interesting than the name sounds, because by the gods. And secondly, that still doesn't tell me which way to go. I don't know where the fuck we are.
Just pick a direction, think of where you want to go, and we'll probably end up there.
What in the lack of... Uh, do you not know how
You're
directions work?
you're not used to the Feywild, are you?
No, if I was, do you think I'd be dealing with you?
Exactly. So please trust me on this. I've lived in the Feywild my whole life.
Fine. She starts trudging back the way she
Thank you, Your
came.
Majesty.
Also, what's the deal with these rabbits roaming around claiming to be bandits, but only trying to steal good memories or some shit?
Oh,
Or some crap?
they are the gang of Herringon that have taken up. They follow a bandit named Agdon. Um, since basically they steal things for Bavlorna Blightstraw, the hag who lives here.
Noted.
So, let's see here. A 6. Cool. What does a 6 give you? Oh, okay. Cool. You trudge along and continue to go throughout the swamp. There are occasions when the water rises and it gets a little bit more difficult, but then about 1 to 10 minutes later, the water recedes again. And amongst one of these times when the water is at its highest, you come across a number of individuals walking through the swamp on stilts. You can detect a red skin under their pelts as they walk through the swamp, and you see big cages on their backs as they make their way through. Let me see here. See here. Do you do anything?
What in the blazes are those? She
Um,
will move her pack so that the fairy dragon can see it.
looks to be stilt walkers.
And what, pray tell, does that mean?
Oh, I, if I remember correctly, they're just uh, hobgoblins who use stilts to get around. They collect eggs of lizards and birds that they use for food and trade to the bullywugs of Downfall.
And the red skin? Because I've never seen a hobgoblin with red skin.
Normally, hobgoblins have red skin.
Do they?
Yeah.
Huh. Never once thought of it that way, but okay. Typical fantasy BS. That's not the norm.
Yeah.
Then I suppose we have no reason to bother with them, and I will continue on my way.
They continue on theirs as you continue on yours. And eventually, you come to the site of Telemy Hill. You are greeted by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit. Damp, downy, silvery green moss blankets a gentle upward slope before giving way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying as though in a breeze despite the absence of one.
Repeat that?
Uh, You are greeted by the scent of sweet-smelling fruit. Damp, downy, silvery green moss blankets a gentle upward slope before giving way to a craggy ridge that marks the top of the hill. Dozens of enormous willow trees dot the hillside, swaying as though in a breeze, despite the absence of one.
What is going on with this? Do you have any idea what's with this stuff? And why
I
do I smell something sweet?
probably fruit. Um, the trees. Huh. It's just a hill with some trees on it. I believe this
No.
is where Jingle Jangle makes their home.
Alright, so we're almost there then. I guess I'll climb up the
Hmm.
rocks and such to get up there.
Easily enough, you can begin. As you. Let me see here. Let me see here. As you begin. Okay. As you begin climbing, you note immediately a number of trees moves towards you and kind of blocks your path um, as they get within 10 feet of you. And you hear kind of a long, wispy voice. Who approaches?
I am Lady Silva, and I'm attempting to help this fairy dragon gentleman here get out of this cage.
Okay. Ah. You come to meet the one known as Jingle Jangle.
Yes. She clearly thinks the name is dumb, but isn't gonna comment on it.
I would please ask you to lift her spirits as you arrive. She she was she was robbed while searching for truffles, and she hasn't left the hills her den in so long. She's probably hungry by now.
Oh, for the love of... Was it the stupid herringons?
Yes. Please.
By Osmodius, I swear I will burn this place. Not the trees.
That's a relief. They lead you and kind of coax you up a pathway that leads to the top of the hill. And you do see kind of a cavern-ish entrance that kind of leads into a worn stone cave.
I will knock.
You don't hear
Hello?
too much of a response.
Okay, as I knock and I start to enter, hello, Jingle Jangle. My name is Lady Silva, and I've come across a problem you could probably assist with.
Worn stone steps lead down into what feels like a cellar. It's chilly here. You detect the subtle scent of iron in the air. From a distant spot within the chamber, sputtering candles illuminate a multitude of keys dangling from taut strings that crisscross the walls. Hundreds of other keys lie strewn across the dirt floor. As you take in the scene, you hear the sound of keys jingling as a goblin emerges from the dimness. She wears a coat lined with metal keys and carries a flail that has padlocks for heads. She manages a faint smile and says, "How might Jingle Jangle unlock a bit of happiness in your lives today?"
She sets the cage down. I need this opened.
Oh, I see. I might have that key.
I'm seriously debating on hunting down hunting down that group, John. They don't have to catch me. I just have to find where they store those stupid bottles of quote unquote happiness.
uh, Jingles gives a smile and hands you the key. That should do it for you. Better you should than those long-eared brigands. First they stole Jingle Jangle's truffles. Next they'll want Jingle Jangle's keys. Someone ought to give them a good shaking down so they know what it feels like.
I was actually thinking the same thing after I heard what they'd done.
Oh.
I unlocked the cage while I say this.
Sir Tavalar flies out of the cage. "Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. Feels so good to be free again. And thank you, Jingle Jangle, for your help. Here, unfortunately, this is all I have." And he the sword around his hip. He he basically unsheathes and hands to you, as the law of reciprocity demands. And he hands you the what to you is a dagger.
Shouldn't you keep this with you for protection and just worry about paying me back at a later date?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be able to get out of here pretty quickly now that I am free from that cage. But
If you say so.
I must be off. I must go to my queen. Goodbye, Your Majesty. May luck ever shine upon you. And he flies off.
I look at the dagger. Is it magical in any way, or is it just a dagger?
It is a +1 dagger.
What the fuck? Did it seriously just give me a +1 dagger?
Yeah.
What the hell? Do I need to attune to it?
No.
Add weapon data, melee, martial, dagger. That's based off of dexterity?
Yeah, it is based off of dexterity. Or it can be based off of strength too if you want it. It's got the finesse quality, so you can use strength or dexterity for it.
See how that saves it. +1 dagger. And that attack. Linked weapon, +1 dagger. Proficient. Dexterity. Okay, that is wild. I will strap that to my thigh and look back at Jingle Jangle. So, what happened with the herringons?
Oh, I was out looking for my truffles. And then they came upon me, knocked me on the head, and then next thing I knew, my truffles were gone. I'm so very hungry, but I don't want to get attacked again.
Hmm. And it's just the food that they took.
Yeah. Hopefully they won't take my keys next.
Well, they carry around an odd jar and like to try to take people's happiness, is why I was asking.
Well, I mean
Or joy or
that might have
whatever.
been one of them, but they'll take anything. It might have been that the horrid hag was requesting specifically the uh wanted specifically the for goodness sakes, wanted specifically something like that.
So they specifically wanted the truffles, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have a ration I could give you. It's not great, but it's something.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I I will give her a ration.
Thank you for the return gift.
Of course, it's the least I could do after you've helped me. It's a shame I'm alone, or I'd see about thrashing those damn Tarragon.
Oh, I hope luck finds you well.
Ah, speaking of, I have a question. Have you seen a halfling man? And
No,
I will describe whatever he was wearing. And probably weird butterfly wings.
Jingle Jingle has not seen such a person.
Oh well, I appreciate it. You have a good one, Jingle Jangle. I hope you're able to go and get your truffles soon, preferably without being harassed by the Haragon.
Surely. Thank you, kind stranger. What, your name was Silva, was it?
Yes.
Jingle Jangle will make sure to remember.
Have a good one, Jingle Jangle, and be safe. And I will leave.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Um, I'm curious about the mountain.
Oh, the mountain is actually where you are.
Oh, that. Mm,
That's
that.
Tellamy Hill.
Okay, yeah. I started back this away, so I wasn't sure where I ended up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stop to ask the trees as well if they've seen this halfling,
Mm. No
and tell them
halfling.
that I gave a ration to Jingle Jangle, so she'd have something to eat.
It is good that Jingle Jangle can eat. We have not seen such a we have not seen such a thing. No other creatures have darkened our steps and our path.
I appreciate it. Do you know where I could possibly go to try and get some information about the halfling? And information on. Never mind, I will probably come across that in time.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, you have helped us, and we thank you. Here, and they give you an iron key. That should help you in your travels.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Uh, what does the key do?
It is a key.
I stick it in my pack.
Mm.
One iron key, you said?
Yeah, it's an iron key.
Description. Random key from willow trees. Okay. That's another random item to add. Um, as I leave the mountain, instead of thinking about helping the halfling like I really probably should be, I'm going to be thinking about getting information on the hag that's in charge of this place.
Okay. Well.
And begin to explore. Another 2.
Let's see here. What does 2 give you? Okay. You come to... Let me see here. Yeah. You hear the sound of rushing water in the distance. And as you come to a clearing, you see a hill with what looks to be a well that's about 10 feet tall and 5 feet in diameter. There's a steady geyser coming from it, and rising to a height of 30 feet. What's your passive perception?
10, John.
Cool. That's about all you see.
Perception check time.
If you want to make a perception, go ahead.
Yep, I'm looking for anything of interest. Maybe anything that might be on the top of the geyser for some ungodly reason. or maybe what could be causing the geyser to gush forth like this. Because I know I need to give a kind of what I'm looking for, like a general idea. And I assume I'm here now.
Yes, or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
As you continue, you kind of looking around and looking up, you notice at the top of the geyser, being lifted aloft by the rushing water, you notice a few items that are just kind of at the top of it. They haven't been thrown aside, but they're just kind of resting on the top of the water.
Okay. You know what? Lasso time. Wait.
You see
You're rolling
4
dice.
items specifically.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm going to make I'm gonna tie my rope in the shape of a lasso and try to grab them that way.
Okay. Make an athletics check. Oh, yeah. So.
Seeing what I get?
Yeah, 47, 89,
89,
95,
and 95.
And one last 85.
85.
Okay.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay.
For the thoughts of Silva as she's doing it, like, I've seen him do it. It can't be that hard. And chucks it up there.
You find, as you pull them down, a pair of tinted glasses that are so dark they can't be seen through. A sprig of rosemary wrapped with a ribbon at one end. Spectacle frames in the shape of butterfly wings. And a weak magnetic wand. And as you kind of inspect these items, 4 motes of light kind of appear and start yelling, "Thief! Thief!" Do not steal.
She looks up from the items, raises an eyebrow, and goes, "Excuse you?"
Those are ours. Thief.
Okay, first of all, not theft, because I didn't see anyone here. And second of all, they're on top of a geyser. For all I know, someone dropped them in the wells at some point and they ended up on top of the geyser. How was I supposed to know they belonged to somebody?
They didn't belong to you.
Do they belong to you?
Yes. What
Like,
is it
she
your
kind of
business what we do with our things?
She kind of sighs, pinches the bridge of her nose, mutters to herself in infernal, looks up at them, and replies, "If you're going to have items, you need to take better care of them. I didn't know they belonged to anybody, and this place is quite strange as is. Next time you come out screaming thief at somebody who doesn't know better could get you hurt.
Well, don't you know
I
the
have no...
rules?
If I had been in this area before, I might have known the rules. I came through an odd portal and don't even wish to be here."
You don't know the rules? The rules of conduct? They're the same in all of Prismere. You should know the rules.
Evidently, you don't understand rules. Rules are, if items are lost, you would generally try to return them to those that they should belong to, if you can find them.
Well,
I didn't even know anyone was here, much less that they belonged to somebody.
you didn't.
That's kind
You didn't know we were here. We didn't know. We could have been asleep for all you knew.
This
And
is
then you would have
true.
taken our stuff, and we would have been without our stuff.
This is absolutely true. But then that falls on you for putting them in the strangest place I've ever considered. But I will happily return them. Please learn to be a bit better, and don't scream at random people about being thieves.
Well, we won't if they don't steal.
You are... You are worse than the fairy dragon.
You just don't know the rules of this place. Honestly, a monarch such as yourself should know the rules of any country you go into.
I would love to learn the rules for the country I am in. Sadly, I did not end up here of my own choice. So if you would be willing to explain them, you have my utmost apologies for this indiscretion. And she will give a little curtsy and go to put the items back in the water.
You do, and the item just kind of return to where they once were. All right, all right. We forgive you. Thank you for your thank you for giving us back our items, and to show you our gratitude, we'll let you know what the three rules of Prismere are. Anywhere in Prismere, the rules are the same. We have the rule of hospitality. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger enters your home, you are expected to be gracious and accommodating to them until such time they prove by their words, actions, or actions undeserving of such hospitality. Rule of ownership. You must not steal from a friend, an enemy, or a stranger. To take something that doesn't belong to you without the rightful owner's permission is a crime and an unforgivable breach of etiquette. Rule of reciprocity. When a friend, an enemy, or a stranger offers you a gift, you are obliged to accept it and offer something of comparable value, be it gift or a service, in return. Such reciprocation need not happen immediately. Those are our three rules. Remember them well.
I see. Thank you very much for being willing to explain that, as no one I've met up to now has explained that to me.
To be fair, you never asked about it whenever somebody mentioned something.
Yeah, no, Silva did not care to ask. These, whatever they are, I assume pixies,
Mm-hmm.
have just really, really annoyed her
Mm-hmm.
and managed to get her to ask that way.
Mm-hmm.
And can you DM me that so I can copy paste it into my
Yes.
notes?
Do-do-do. Boom. 3 very simple words.
Rules of
Rules.
what are these the rules of again? I've forgotten the name of the
The
plane I'm
rules
in.
of conduct.
Conduct. Why did it capitalize the O? Stop that. Copy text.
But it is just like the Fate who expect you to know what the rules are and be to not understand you not knowing.
Yep, that is the exact thought I had. Again, thank you very much for being willing to teach one ignorant. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Well, it would be befitting of a monarch to learn a little bit more of politics, and we are glad to help.
Why do you assume I'm a monarch?
Oh, we can tell you are obviously royalty. It is stamped all over you.
She kind of raises an eyebrow at this. Well, it seems you know something I don't.
Well, you certainly were crowned as a monarch, or a royal at some point.
I suppose so. I... Thank you again, and once more, apologies. You're absolutely correct. I should have learned more, but as I've stated, it wasn't a willing trip here. You have a fantastic day, and I will start to walk away before they reply.
Goodbye.
Those pixies almost got flash fried.
Well,
I just want information on the hag, not annoying pixies.
you could have asked them about the hag.
Yeah, no, Silva isn't asking anybody about the hag. Last thing she needs is to draw attention to herself even more than she already does, and she is fully aware of that fact. Like, she knows she is out of place here. She does not need to drag any more attention to herself than she knows she will.
Okay. Alrighty, well. Um, yeah. You continue.
Well, I guess you could have asked Jingle Jangle.
You could have asked Jingle Jangle.
Moving on.
Moving on. You continue forward, moving through the swamp. And you come across a section of the swamp where you see iridescent bubbles in just kind of floating above the water. The bubbles are clearly full of gas of some kind, and there's the only easy way through. The only easy way to travel is through this clearing where the bubbles are.
So the only easy way through is where the bubbles are, but the colored bubbles are clearly full of some kind of gas.
Yes.
Oh lord, I don't like the sound of that.
Oh, you do notice when a bubble touches something edged, such as a twig or a blade of grass, it pops, releasing its gas with a sound of stifled laughter. And the whole place smells of old cheese.
What?
Welcome to the Feywild.
What? I'm genuinely baffled by this one. What?
Yeah, welcome to the
Old
Feywild.
cheese?
Yeah, it smells like old cheese.
Okay. Does it appear to be doing anything, like to the grass, like damaging wise?
No. So what do you do?
Hmm. Uh, I am going to. Bloody hell. The only clear path through is where the bubbles are. So, are there rocks around?
There are some rocks around, yeah.
I'm gonna pick up a handful of rocks. I'm gonna throw them through these bubbles before I pass through the area.
Okay.
Screw that nonsense.
You clear a path, making sure to stay clear of these bubbles when they burst.
That's a big nope from me.
Oh, sad face. Oh.
Silva's already mad she has to tramp around through a swamp. She is not getting anywhere near a bubble that
But
makes the smell of old cheese when it pops.
oh, and it makes the sound of stifled laughter.
Yeah, no. After Tasha's hideous laughter joke, not happening.
Oh, well, I guess you won't understand. You won't know the experience of bitter tongue gas. Oh well. I'm gonna say with a handful of rocks, you're able to clear a pathway, so you don't have to worry about inhaling whatever this gas is and whatever effect happening.
Yeah, Silva's just like, yeah, nope, not no. No, just no.
Okay. Continuing on. Let me see here. You are going to be here. And I am going to throw.
Oh lord. I better not be approaching the boss already. That was not part of my plans.
You're not approaching the boss, but you do come across what looks to be, in the distance, a large stump. Like, even like the tree whatever tree this was has been cut, but the stump is still like 200 feet high. And
What the actual fuck?
with as you get closer, you note that there are like scaffoldings and like not scaffolding, but like wooded passages that cross over great lengths of water. Let's see here. Do-do-do. Let's see here. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. A foggy marsh stretches out before you. Rickety causeways made of wooden planks form wide web-like structures above the bog. 300 feet away, many of these causeways converge on an enormous ivy-covered tree stump that rises a good 10 feet above the 20-foot high. Oh, never mind. It's 10 feet, but it's super wide. It is super wide. That rises a good 10 feet above the 20-foot high fog bank. So yeah, it's
So
30 feet high.
30 feet.
Let me see here. Okay. Okay.
I guess. Is that everything?
Do you continue onward?
I will, but cautiously checking over like the walkways to make sure I'm not gonna fall, and watching the water to make sure nothing's gonna try to jump out at me.
These causeways are sketchy as fuck.
Yeah, I can tell. You did a good job at making them look that way.
An odd feeling as you travel through these and kind of make your way carefully. You get an odd feeling that suddenly comes over you as you become distinctly aware that somewhere along the way, a hunched hooded figure has joined you.
I will turn to it. I will raise an eyebrow. Can I help you?
Let's see here.
Holy fuck, too close.
um, let me see here.
That's a Herringon.
As you go to mention him, basically acknowledge
Address
him,
him.
he throws off his cloak, and you see a Herringon with a brand that is red hot at the tip and a brilliant blue scarf. He laughs at, he gives a laugh and goes, "Aha!" Roll initiative. You also note that approaching as he does this are some Herringons in skins.
Bloody hell, 6. I miss having advantage on initiative.
So.
I could really just be a dick and choose to just fly away.
You could. Actually, this is gonna be easier. This is not gonna be easier. This will be easier.
Have I had time to get a long rest in, by the way?
I'm gonna say sure.
Okay, that resets my health and my spell slots is why I'm asking.
Okay. It will also reset your
temp HP.
Yeah.
Which is what I said, my HP and my spell slots. Also, 5-foot emanation from me. So that'd be a 5-foot emanation from me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking because you actually spawned that guy directly behind me, and I moved my
Yes.
token.
Yes, I did.
Why does that guy have a gun token? What the fuck? Or a gun symbol?
There's a reason for it.
Some motherfucker have a bow.
No, he does not have a bow. They all have slings.
Oh god damn it. Why are there so many? Where are the others? Oh, I see them. I had to zoom out.
Okay.
Bloody hell.
So, let's see here. Let's see here. Here we go.
Oh, it's the one with the boat, the one actively, or the gun symbol actively operating the boat.
Pretty much.
Noted. Fuck you, John. A nat 1, they'd have rolled the same as me. Fuck you, John. Moving on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, and cool. Oh, I'm sorry. The ones with the gun symbol, they do not have slings. They have light crossbows.
That is what I asked, John.
You asked them if they had bows. I had.
Crossbow fits that category.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not. I did not see that they had light crossbows. I thought they had slings, but I was wrong, and I apologize. So, starting us off.
Yes.
It is Agdon's turn. And he he moves close to you. Oh, that's not what I wanted. He moves up close to you, and he's going to make an attack roll on you.
Miss.
Miss. He does
Wait,
it again.
let me double check. Nope, that just hits.
Just hits. Okay.
Just hits.
You take 12 fire damage, and as he stamps you with his brand,
I am going to actually use a reaction and burn one of my seals to reduce that damage by 1d10 plus 1.
Okay.
Minus 7 from that.
Okay, cool. He disappears.
Son of a bitch, he has blink, doesn't he?
No, he's going to attack you again.
What?
Definitely hits. You take 11 more fire damage. Oh wait, he had advantage.
18 damage. Yeah, he had advantage.
Oh,
Fuck, and I've already used my reaction.
that is
I'm
actually.
unconscious.
Oh, you're unconscious?
I have 27 hit
Holy
points, John.
shit. Oh boy. So, as you are brought down, you do not die. You are just unconscious.
You know what? Never mind. I'm gonna just reaction teleport the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, what I should have done was reaction shielded. I forgot I had that spell.
That would have helped.
Whoops.
That would have helped a lot.
I mean, that 20 still would have hit me, but still.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see.
I'd have survived that hit. Barely, but I would have. Probably would have survived a whole lot longer after that.
Okay.
Can I change my reaction to the shield?
If you want, yeah.
Okay, then I only take the nat 20, which is...
No, you do not take the nat 20 because that was the advantage. You take the 24, and that is 11 fire damage. Give me one moment. I need to do
But
something.
he turned in... Okay.
He turned, he vanished as soon as he hit you.
Okay, so it was part of the hit. So
Yep.
if I shield and he doesn't actually hit me, he doesn't get to do that.
Yep.
Okay,
Give
so
me
I
a
only
moment.
take 11
I'm letting
fire
my
damage.
dog out. She is such a needy and whiny girl. But, let me see here. And he does his final thing as a cool.
That misses.
He has actually advantage.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Cool.
23 just hits.
You don't take any damage.
Oh. Okay. I really didn't want to use the stinking charm of the monarch.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Now I feel like I really am gonna have to because you've put me in one hell of a situation.
I'm gonna move these guys up here. Let's see here.
This wouldn't be nearly as bad if I didn't end up going last.
I know, right?
I'd have been able to flee by now.
I know, right? Let me see here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Why won't you let me? For fuck's sake. Apparently, the drawing tool is being a bitch. So.
Sounds about right.
You're.
I know they're supposed to be in a boat. It's fine.
Yeah, you are being attacked by a by one of the ones with light crossbow. 18 misses.
Yep.
You are being attacked again. $18 misses. Boing. You are being attacked by a club.
That just hits.
That just hits.
Why are you consistently rolling at exactly my AC or just... How is this meant for
You're
a
taking
level 2
damage.
party? Seriously, how is this meant? I'm bloodied, by the way.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'm closing my back door.
How is this meant for a level 3 party? Or a level 2 party?
There are things that can happen in this fight that fast tracks the combat. Not only that, but let me see here. Haboing. Now their pack tactics come into place.
Of course it does.
But yeah, there are things. There are things happening in this fight that can happen in this fight that makes the fight last. Oh, that misses. Boing. Okay, that misses. Wow. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. He is going to attack you with a sling. That misses. $30. Gonna do the thing. 23. You take 7 more damage.
Bloody hell.
Boink. 10. And then you take 4 damage. All right, it's your turn. What do you do?
Let's see. Wonder, John, what all do I have? I don't have a whole lot I can do in this combat encounter.
Not a lot.
I really don't want to burn my charm of the monarch resources.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see another way out of this. Actually, that's not true. I just don't like my other option.
What's your other option?
She looks at this fucked up mess. How deep is the water?
It's not too deep, but you know the problem isn't necessarily the water, but the mud.
Is it deep enough that if I fell in it, I could be lost in it easily and quickly, and then just like swim a decent ways away?
No, it would be just deep enough to get to your knees. And the mud probably would try and suck you in, making it harder for you to leave.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to flee. I don't have a choice in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my action to unfortunately use one of my fucking charms of the monarch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna fly away.
Okay, well, as you leave the space, they do get attacks of opportunity at you.
Yes, they do. And if they hit, I'm gonna pop another shield and hope they don't actually hit me. It's only 3 of them, so hey.
Well, they do have advantage due to pack tactics.
That's what I'm worried about. I ain't got another choice. Shield.
First one is shield. Natural 20.
Yep, I'm unconscious.
Okay. You're dealt 8 damage.
I'm unconscious.
You're unconscious.
I was unconscious just with their modifier.
Mm-hmm. You are unconscious, but you do not need to make death saves. So, give me a moment, because that informs me where you go.
Since I never actually got away from them to pop the wings, because I was trying to move here.
Uh-huh.
Do I keep the charge or do I expend it?
If you tried to move before you pop the wings, you keep the charge.
Okay, yeah. Because I needed to get like here and then here in order to be able to actually pop the wings and fly away. Because I wanted to use all 30 feet of that movement to get away.
Okay. You wake up in a cell.
On a white map. There it goes. Bullywugs? Seriously?
Yep. Not just anything. This bullywug is finely dressed, despite the fine clothes being soiled by mud and pond water. Welcome to Downfall.
Oh, there I am.
Mm-hmm. So.
Okay.
Let me double check to see if. Oh, dynamic lighting isn't on. That's why you could see everything.
See everything my butt. I was too busy trying to find me to worry about that.
There. So.
So since I've woken up, is this technically a long rest? So I get my spell slots back.
Let's see here. Let me double check.
Wait, did they take my sword?
Yes, they did.
Oh, somebody's gonna die. A lot of things are gonna die.
Let's see here. Okay.
Oh, also they can't use that sword.
Oh. Actually, no, you're not.
Did you get it wrong?
You're not there. You're not there at all. You're somewhere else.
Well, where the fuck am I then, John?
Give me a moment.
Just tell me when and I'll zoom back out so that I can see where I'm at.
Oh, it's a different map entirely.
Does this not have to do with the bullywugs then?
It's something different. Okay, let's see here. See here. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool. You're going to be at the bottom rightmost corner.
Yep, that's all I can see.
So, you are suspended in one of 3 large iron cages that are hanging from wooden beams that extend over a balcony that look upon the lake below. Trapped inside one of the other cages is a smiling satyr. "Oh, hello there," he says.
I look around and I immediately place my hand on the bar and cast Chill Touch.
Chill touch?
Chill Touch.
Let's see here.
That's necrotic damage. I'm rotting the bar.
Mm-hmm. These are metal bars. Roll to hit. It would be advantage because this is easy enough.
Can I roll with my dexterity modifier?
If you're casting Chill Touch, wouldn't you be rolling with your spellcasting mod?
Would I?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
You
7
said
then.
you cast Chill Touch.
Yes, but it's worded the way it's worded.
You make a melee
spell attack. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So that should be a +7. 25.
Ooh, nice. Roll again because you have advantage.
21.
Okay, you definitely hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
7.
7. Okay. You see as you grasp the bars and just kind of work the energy of your cantrip, the bars are beginning to rust. They're not so rusted that they completely break away, but you do know you've weakened them.
Seeing this, I look over at the satyr, raise an eyebrow, and go, "Where is my stuff?"
Oh, you do have your stuff on you, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In
It
that
didn't.
case, I'm gonna look to him, and I'm just gonna cast Chill Touch again.
Okay. He looks very interested, but he's very casual and he's still smiling. Like he doesn't have a care in the world.
Okay. As I'm casting Chill Touch again, do I need to keep rolling while I do this?
Yes, go ahead and keep rolling. Still an advantage.
Okay. 23. So, why are we here?
Not entirely sure. But I could be dinner. Who knows?
If you're dinner, then why would I be here?
Go ahead and roll damage again. Who knows? Maybe the witch wants to talk to us. Okay.
Witch?
With this, the hag, Bavlorna. And as
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
and as you finish that that third attack, you break the bars apart.
Yeah, you can have fun with that.
Would you mind helping me out?
She will raise an eyebrow, consider it, and go, you know what? Why not? And I'll walk over and grab the bars and cast the spell 3 more times.
Mm.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. You do note he is very naked. Wow.
Wow.
You don't actually connect to the chains, to the bars on this one. Do so again.
As I go to, okay, I got this. As I go to do this, I stumble over one of the bars that broke off of mine and like kind of slam my head against it and go, ow, son of a.
Ooh, that does look like
Gonna kill somebody. Shut up.
Natural 20. Go ahead and deal your damage.
As she tells him to shut up, there's a large surge of magic.
Okay, you have significantly rusted the bars. They're still holding, but they could break away at any moment.
14.
Unfortunately, with a 14, you are not able to actually get a proper connection to fully weaken them. You didn't hit the AC.
God damn.
These are iron bars. They've got a decent
Why is their AC higher than 14?
They're iron bars. They're sturdy. You did deal damage to them this time.
I was about to say if I roll a 1. Okay, there.
With that, you are able to break away the bars. And he steps out proudly and not ashamedly, and he goes, "Oh, well, that is much better. I will be sticking near you until we can get clear of this place. Do you mind?"
You had better cover up first.
The first moment I can. Trust me, it is a little drafty. So, how are we leaving? Through the water, or through the door?
Well, opening the door will probably lead to people.
You do hear a bunch of cursing and squawking on the other side of the door.
And what sounds like really annoying people. I have zero intention of walking through the water, though. Mainly because that water looks like it'd rather suck you into the mud than let you walk through it.
That is a point. Of course. Yes. I've seen many things floating about. Maybe we'll be able to get to a boat of some kind. Now,
what spells do I have access to? Looking down, can I see something within 30 feet of me, like a dock? Or can I see
Um,
a dock down there at all?
you can see down below, and it's much farther than 30 feet. In fact, let me see here. You can tell that you are on the second story of a house, by the way. Uh, one that stands probably a good, let me see here, 20 to 30 feet above the water level already.
That fall also looked like it wouldn't be very pleasant.
Ah, not so pleasant at all. Well, I guess door it is then. I am not
No.
in the way of a fighter, so would you mind going first?
If you are not a fighter, then why are you here?
Well, I was having a bath when a bunch of long-eared rapscallions stole my clothes, and when I went to chase them, they hit me over the head, and then I woke up in the cage.
That would be the Harangon.
They're very nasty people.
Yes, yes, they are. Can I crack the door a little bit and look at, or is there a keyhole I can look through?
You can crack the door a little bit.
I'm gonna crack the
And
door and look in then.
yeah, when you look in, and you can open the door to look in ahead of time, you see what looks to be a kitchen. A blood-stained table, along with a fountain in one corner. Um, right now, the cursing is being made by what looks to be an old lady with a red cap yelling at these buzzards that have flown in and is trying to steal the food that is being prepared on the table.
Mm-hmm. And this food, is it people?
Well, it's raw meat so far.
Well, I have no interest in helping the Red Cap. And from the looks of it, it looks like one of them is like right in the doorway. Let's see. I'm gonna watch for a little bit to see how how it starts to play out. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
see if the birds move around a little bit more so I can actually get by, and maybe they can get the frickin' red cap to turn around so I can like try to dart for it.
Make a stealth check.
What is my stealth? Oh yeah, that's +5. I forgot I did make her kind of stealthy.
Okay. As you just kind of peek through, um, the red cap annoyingly kind of looks your way and goes, "Well, what are you doing? Help me!"
I was just in a cage. Why in the world would I help you?
Great! The food's turned into gas. Well, if you're gonna, if you can help me, I can help you.
Fair enough. I want a boat out of here. And I will step right here.
Sure thing. Ah, okay.
Excellent. Roll initiative?
Roll initiative.
Okay. 22. Let's go. Now I can show off some of what this character can do. Also, I swear to God, first chance I get, those Harangon are dead.
I'm going to make it my turn. My mission in life to scour off. To
The book for
scour
just the Harangon.
scour Heather just to kill all the Heron God. Wow, okay. And
I will also look at the satyr and say, wait here and try not to die.
I will take note of that. Okay, well.
He will certainly be waiting there and trying not to die.
Well, it is your turn. What do you do?
I step here and use an object interaction to close the door behind me,
Okay.
and I cast Vengeful Blade.
Okay.
As I raise my weapon, it seems to come alight with a dark aura as and it's a rapier, so I thrust at this bird. 24 to hit.
Easy enough. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Alright, hang on. 1d8. So the interesting thing about this spell is the way it's worded is you brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting, which is this one, and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack as normal and then radiates a dark aura of energy until the start of your next turn. If the target makes an attack or casts a spell before then, it takes 1d8 necrotic damage and the spell ends.
Okay.
So it's still taking the normal damage of this sword, which is 1d8 plus 3 magical piercing.
Okay.
And it now radiates a dark aura until the start of my next turn or it attacks.
The radiation of the dark aura dies down quickly as you spear this this vulture through the heart, and it dies instantly.
Nice. And I will wait right here.
Okay. The other vulture is going to try and nab some meat and let's see here. Let's see here. There. Yeah, not much. And the red cap is going to pull its sickle and attack. Okay. Okay. It is able to cleanly cut the neck of this vulture. And the vulture dies. He goes, fucking things. All right. You were talking to that satyr, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Fuck, the food's gone to turn to guests. All right, well, as promised, I'll give you a helping hand. First off, I want to tell you a secret. And it waddles over to you, stomping loudly with its iron boots. Just kind of whispers up to you. Bavlorna's weakness is witter shins.
What are witter shins?
running around in a counterclockwise circle.
That makes no sense.
She's allergic. Goes into sneezing fits every time she sees sees someone do it.
What?
Yeah.
Why does... What? I swear this place makes no sense to me.
Well, you gave me help, I gave you help. That's the rules.
Fair enough. I appreciate it.
Now, if you really want to get out of here, the easiest way down is the spiral staircase. Just go through that door, and follow the pathway up until you get to the wall of paintings.
Thank you. I open the door. Let's go, and I swear you better
Please
find
get
something
out of
to
my
put
kitchen.
And was it necessary to strip the satyr before you killed him?
He came like that. Also,
Well, tell your stupid rabbits to do better.
You're supposed to dress the meat before dress the meat before you kill it. So
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You need to learn better cooking.
and
I just
the
walk
satyr
out.
just takes the tablecloth, the bloody tablecloth, wraps it up into a makeshift toga, and goes, sorry about that. With your permission. And
here. And Silva, without a second thought, will toss a gold coin to the
thank you
goblin.
so much.
That's for the makeshift toga. Let me remove that. There we go. That's for the makeshift toga. Apologies, I suppose. Stop eating people. And I walk out.
Oh, I'm just the cook.
Doesn't change what I said. I'm fully aware, dude's just the cook.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's... Well, that's a table.
Mm.
Well, that doesn't look like much of a room at all right there.
One of the things you do note about this place, the person who lives here is a fucking slob. This dining room table is filled to the brim. It has 2 exits. Let me see here. Above each door, mounted a wooden plaque with a severed goblin head with its mouth agape. Other furnishings includes a sideboard, 2 cupboards with doors made of wood-framed glass, and a large banquet table covered with plates of half-eaten food and a swarm of feasting flies. A chandelier hangs above the table with its tallow candles filling the room with dim, flickering light. 6 mismatched chairs flank the table, 3 chairs per side. So yeah,
right, I'm gonna open this door. What's on here?
It is a balcony.
Son of a bitch. Oh. Alright, where's the spiral fucking staircase?
Well, you did. She did say in the Hall of Paintings, so you're nearly there.
Did not mean to open that door.
That is obviously a bedroom.
I'm trying to I'm trying to move my token.
Mm-hmm.
I clicked the door on accident. Spiral staircase.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the walls of this dark, dank hallway are covered with scores of portraits depicting grumpy, sad, frightened, and angry people. The figures include humans, elves, halflings, bullywugs, and goblins, among others. The portraits are rendered in a variety of mediums, including paintings, etchings, and sketches. All are displayed in gaudy gilded frames. A framed oval mirror 2 feet wide and 5 feet tall hangs in the middle of one wall.
Of a what?
Of one wall.
No, what was it a painting of?
It was a mirror.
Oh. Seeing the mirror, I'm gonna pause. Does this remind me of the one in the House of Mirrors?
Well, let me see here. Kind of. But as you look in the mirror, your face does not reflect any emotion.
I might need to search this place. Have you seen a halfling here by chance?
I haven't seen any
A male?
halflings.
I'm gonna peek in this door without actually opening it all the way. So what do I see by peeking?
Peeking, you see what looks to be a study. Make a stealth check.
Oh, bloody hell.
Ooh.
19.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a 19. That's nice. Okay, so you peek in and you see two creatures having a conversation over tea in the middle of the room. The first figure is seated in a time-worn armchair. She is a tall, lean woman of gray complexion, dressed in black with a wide-brimmed hat obscuring her eyes. The other figure is a toad-like creature with bulging eyes and cracked skin. It is clad in a shapeless garment and sits on one end of a love seat with its legs pulled up beneath it. Flies flit into and out of its mouth, which hangs agape when it isn't speaking. Two tiny versions of the creature cling to it like pets. The room is filthy. Dirty dishes and bits of discarded food lie everywhere. The furniture was perhaps once of fine quality, but now stains of mysterious origin model every surface, and the upholstery has been patched numerous times. Set with its back to the wall in one corner is a hulking wooden cabinet. Sturdy legs support the bottom of the cabinet 6 inches above the floor. A decrepit wooden staircase climbs up the wall in another corner.
Okay, so the hag is in there having a conversation with something that looks like it should be dead. So she's casting Speak with Dead, which is mildly concerning.
Oh
Out
no,
of character
they're
moment.
both actively speaking to each other.
Uh,
The creature is the other person is drinking tea. Even.
oh. Can I open the door for a second so I can get a better look
Yeah,
at what I'm
you
staring at?
open the door.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense, actually. That'd be the hag.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is with that other person with the hood?
It is the other person who has the wide-brimmed hat and the dark complexion. The gray skin.
Okay. Okay. Make sure I understand the situation described to me. I'm gonna not deal with that. And since they seem to be deep in conversation, I am gonna finally go back and open this door properly and glance around. Fucking. And I'm gonna take a few minutes to go through the room to see if I can find anything of use.
This appears to be some kind of guest room. It's uncluttered. It
Fuck.
has shadow boxes hanging on the wall of either side of the bed. The bed has moldering linens, though. The shadow boxes contained mummified pixies pinned to the boards like a collection of butterflies.
Okay. That was not what I was hoping to find. I look at the satyr, I shake my head, and I head down the stairs.
Okay.
That was enough risk for me.
Okay. Bringing you downstairs.
Oh fuck, I could have asked the red cap about the halfway.
Okay.
Was that actually the hag, though?
I mean, that looks like a hag if ever you saw one.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say.
So,
The hell is with this?
you step down and see a recessed pool lined with moldy clay tiles takes up most of this large square room. Stagnant water fills the depression to a depth about 1 foot. Rising from the pool's center is the head of a stone well that gives off an unpleasant, pungent odor. In one room of the pool stands a tall, dirty, freestanding mirror in an oval frame, and floating on the water is a large lily pad. Creaky wooden floorboards are arranged in a 10-foot wide raised walkway around the pool. This walkway is crowded with shelves, tables, and stools in all shapes and styles. Almost every available surface is littered with stacks of dirty plates, scraps of food, and old junk. Dressing dummies are pushed together in one corner, and a wooden staircase spirals out from another corner. 5 closed doors lead from the room. And you do notice at the very at the opposite side of the room there does seem to be a hatch that you can see, or you probably could see.
Okay, and the other spiral staircase,
there,
on its look.
There is only one spiral staircase, and that's the one you're right next to.
I thought you said there was another staircase.
No, I was reading from the box text, and the box text mentions a spiral staircase.
Okay, yeah, makes it probably because I expect me to be coming in the front door, right?
Yeah, or what passes as the front door.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we gotta find a way out, which means I'm gonna have to start opening doors. So, move. I'm not actually there. That make more sense since you said there's a raised platform there.
Oh yeah. Basically, everywhere around the pool is a raised platform.
Okay. I'm gonna peek through this door.
Okay. Feel free to open it.
Storage room.
Yep. Or not necessarily. You see a horse head leers at you with glossy eyes, its lips drawn back from pointed yellow teeth. The head is affixed to a large 8-limbed armature made of wicker and wire, situated so that it faces the doorways where you entered. Near is a wooden crate. Flies buzz about this disordered room, landing occasionally on animal carcasses that lie strewn in small piles. On a low table rests an assortment of tools. saws, knives, scrapers, and a hand cranked drill, sewing thread and needles, and awls around several taxidermic subjects in various stages of completion. A shelf that looks on the verge of collapse leans against the wall between two windows and bears the weight of dozens of stuffed horrors. Each one is an artless combination of two or more animals.
No one needs to see that room. That room needs to be burned in hellfire. Moving along.
Okay. One look and nope.
Yep. What do I see through that window before I even bother with that fucking door?
You see kind of like a balcony ledge that has hundreds of small frogs on it.
Okay, balcony ledge. Got it.
You
Before I do the
walk-
hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it. Again, crack the door just a little bit, just enough to look in. Tiny room.
You see a large cupboard that stands alone in the dark room. Fine scrollwork frames the cupboard's two doors, which are bridged by a circular panel of dark wood. The panel is inlaid with a silver hourglass sigil.
That's familiar. First, I'm gonna check it for anything I should be wary of. Traps, magic symbols, that kind of thing.
Make a perception check or an investigation check.
Investigation, because I have a +1 in that. That helped me a whole bunch.
Yeah, you're not able to see anything.
All right.
That's problematic.
I open it.
Okay. You're having trouble figuring out how to open it, though.
Hey, you. Can you figure out how to open this?
Let me see. Come on.
Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, I was being a little silly.
No, I like it. It's interactive. I dig it. We do the same thing Saturday, with like when our characters are running up and like Zector's doing the thing. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with it.
Let's see. Okay. He's going to try and figure it out. Oh, he's like, oh, this mechanism works like this, and he twists, and the cabinet is opened.
What's in it?
Dozens of things. There are basically cupboards and rows of compartments. They're stuffed with pouches or other small containers. There's a teacup-sized ceramic cauldron. Inside has a scrap of paper in it. Let me see here. You also find loose buttons of various shapes, colors, and materials, stray cutlery, all from different sets, unopened loved letters.
Are these just lost things from the carnival?
Who knows? You find old, frayed, coiled up belts, pressed flowers, and loose, dried petals. You find a horseshoe, feathers from different various types of birds, and a chipped teacup.
Do any of them have any magical properties that I could tell?
Not on first glance. Do you try and cast any spells, or?
No, I don't have the spell for that. Alright, well, this just seems like meaningless stuff, probably lost at the, carnival.
One person's trash is another's treasure. This probably has some meaning to her.
Yeah, well, we're not dealing with that. Close and lock it back up.
Especially the love letters. Imagine if they
Yeah,
were
I want
stolen.
nothing to do with that. I want nothing to do with that. Nope. If she's stealing love letters, that's her problem, not mine. Crack this door next.
It
Oh, that one
is
actually leads outside.
a balcony staircase going up.
Up!
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
And it does look like there's an ominous nest at the very top of the stairs.
A nest at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, like a giant hornet's nest.
A giant hornet's nest at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm closing that door. That's the big hornet's nest. Nope. I walk to this door.
In this room is scraps of cloth and bundles of yarn that are piled throughout it.
Okay, crafting room. Got it. Alright, that leaves the hatch.
All
Open
right.
the hatch.
You open the hatch and give me a moment.
And I'm face to face with the hag.
Strahd comes out of the hag.
No, Strahd comes out of one of the frogs on the balcony while I'm watching. Slowly puts a finger to his lip with a shush motion and then turns to a swarm of bats and flies away.
Let me see here. Okay. I need to do one last thing.
How bad would those serpents have been, by the way?
Probably pretty bad. Especially
What I figured.
soloed. Okay. Alrighty. You are back in Downfall. You are in Downfall. Now officially welcome to Downfall.
We're on this map. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, hey, look, that boat.
Mm-hmm.
Those are towers, and I see some sentries from where I'm at on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom out a little bit here. Oh wow, I can see a lot of this map. Hmm. I'd say our quickest route is to grab that boat on the right and sail it down that way.
And by the way, you are at the top of the stairs right now, underneath
I'm aware.
cottage.
Yeah, I'm trying to be wary of moving as of yet, in case I get spotted by, like, I don't know, the tree pixies.
You do also note, there are bullywugs everywhere. They're all dressed in fine clothing and just kind of lounging on lily pads or in boats. A couple wave at you as they spot you.
Okay, I will wave back and just kind of, mind if we borrow a boat to get out of here? Is there an easier way for us to leave?
Oh, not at all, not at all. In fact, how about this? You will just have to meet our king. Let me see here. Let me see here. See here. His name is Gullup the 19th. If you meet him, we'll bring you one of the boats.
Why would... Surely there's no need to meet another right now.
Well, it
I
is
haven't
a
had the best day.
It is a momentous occasion. Surely, once you're in a new land, you must meet the king of the land. You being a monarch yourself, it is only proper.
You are absolutely correct. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's go and meet your king. She quite easily puts on a smile, despite being very fed up with this. Come along, steward.
Yes, milady. And
I like how this guy just plays along like, fuck it. Alright, where am I going?
they direct you up the lake to the north. Over here by in the dock of by the by the
Just drag me.
yeah.
Yeah, just drag me. I'll find my way. There we go. I see the direction.
Up here.
Okay.
And they simply state, just follow the bridge and you'll be next to the bridge with the chattering heads, and you'll definitely be where the king is.
Thank you. I will start that way. Ignoring the chattering heads comment. I found the chattering heads.
Yes, you did find the chattering heads. Give me one moment. Before
Yep,
you have a chance
this.
to do anything else, the satyr goes, this is my chance to leave your company, and I ever so am grateful for your assistance. Before I go and before I forget, he picks up a stick and whispers to it, and then hands it to you.
I raise an eyebrow.
It is my gift to be it is a gift of reciprocity for helping me.
Of course. Hopefully I can find a use for it. Good luck out there.
You accept it?
I accept it.
So, as you accept it, a flower blooms on the stick. For the next 24 hours, this is basically a stone of good luck that you don't have to attune to.
Okay, that's +1 on all rolls, isn't it?
Yes.
God bless. Okay, that dude is awesome.
He gave you a comparative gift to what you did for him.
Yeah, he did. I was not expecting that. Alright. I'm going to cross the bridge.
This flat wood plank bridge, which spans an arm of the lake, is lined on one side by rows of bullywug heads on wooden spikes. At the
Wait, why am I doing this? I can just leave now.
Yes, you can just leave now. But you simply must meet the king.
You know what? I said I'd meet the king. I'm gonna meet the damn king.
At the center of the bridge, a small figure with its feet dangling over the side sits a small figure. A small figure sits with its feet dangling over one side. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones, but then the severed bullywug heads nearby erupt in a cacophony of voices. Some indignant, others sympathetic. A few more distant row yell, "What? I couldn't hear what they said." And as you approach, you do take the attention. "Oh, welcome to Downfall. Mind the king. He is an idiot. We did it. I did it better. Oh, you didn't." And they begin to bicker amongst themselves.
Noted. Thank you.
At that, before we meet the king, I will need to set up for our break.
That's not a problem. Oof.
I had not realized we had gone over to. Ugh.
This one is certainly rough solo, even a level higher than I'm supposed to be.
It is.
It'd be nice if they made these scaled better for solo play. I suppose it is unusual though.
Yeah. But yeah. So far, what do you think?
I'm enjoying it. It's a little annoying. But I mean, that's about what I was expecting out of the freaking Feywild.
Uh-huh.
So I'm quite happy overall.
I am going to step away to grab something to munch and see if I can't grab something to drink. So I'll be back.
Alright.
Got the kettle on.
Fine.
It's cold down here. Or at least it's getting really cold. It's like 36 degrees outside.
It's 26 outside right now.
Oh boy, jeez.
It's been like that the past 2 or 3 weeks. Like, I'm sitting upstairs in my room with a hoodie on.
Yeah. I actually really like cold weather, so I'm still, like, very loose. The most that I have done is put some pajama pants on. Oh.
I haven't even done that yet. But that's because I got home and hopped straight on here. Definitely ready for bed when we're done with this. I'm tired.
Well, if you want to call it early, let me know.
Oh, I will. But right now I need to at least get through the meeting with this dang king.
Get through the annoyance of meeting the king.
Everything is just a mild inconvenience to Silva. I don't know if you've picked up on that or not, but everything here has just been a mild inconvenience. Like, she doesn't even treat it seriously right now. She's like, okay, we're doing this again.
Yeah. But yeah. Get the num num num. Okay. Well, whenever you're ready.
Ready when you are.
Okay. So, do you pay any mind to the individuals, including the interesting scarecrow-looking individual with a gourd for a head? Or do you just move along to what looks to be a gazebo ahead of you? Oh.
Does it talk to me?
Give me one moment. The water is actually just now boiling. 1 second.
Not a problem.
Okay, so you let's see here. Let me move the music back to something a little bit more appropriate. So, apologies for that. They do
You gonna have a
not
problem?
talk to you.
Then I will give them a look, kind of nod to them, and keep going. But
Mm-hmm.
if they don't say anything, I'm not going to
Mm-hmm. Okay.
do anything.
Okay, cool. Let's see here.
Mm, You know what? No. As I pass it, I will say, good day, and just keep on trucking.
Good day to you, miss.
Well, that was very depressing. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Worry about that in a minute. Let's get the meeting with the king over
This
with.
scarecrow individual is not very happy.
I can tell. We will deal with that in a minute, John. I got the hook. I'll bite, but I want to meet the king and be done with this.
A grand marble gazebo stands atop a mound of soggy earth, its white stone streaked green with algae. The support pillars have sunk into the monk unevenly, so that the domed canopy now sits askew. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading into a raised floor where bullywugs dressed in shabby clothing lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. On a dais, a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers sits on an ornate throne with his legs folded under him. He has a large leather bound book open across his lap and is mouthing words as he reads on the pages. The words he reads on the pages. Without looking up, he says, "Have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullup the 19th?" He slams the book closed as if to punctuate the question, regarding you for the first time. Sleepy bullywug guards standing around their monarch snap to attention and ready their weapons.
I am afraid not. I have come ill prepared to these lands, but while I was here, I figured I should stop by to see the one in charge. I apologize for the lack of decorum.
Hmm. So, who be it that approaches the great Gullup the 19th?
I am Lady Silva, merely passing through, and as stated, just wanted to make my presence known to the one properly in charge.
Um, as you are speaking with him, and he begins speaking to you, prattling on about the greatness of this land and how you must find it impressive, such grandeur, such wonder. Um, a goblet is passed to you, almost as if it were to be offered to give you a drink, something to enjoy your time as you conversed with the king. But you notice that there is a slip of paper inside the goblet.
Thank you. I glance at the paper as I take it.
hmm it has a slight. Do you read it here, or are you going to just kind of pocket it for now?
I'm going to glance at the words on it. If it's like one or two words, I'll quickly read it. If not, I'll pocket it for now.
It's like two sentences.
I'll pocket it for now as to not be rude.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I
Okay.
will chat with the king for a little bit
Mm-hmm.
before letting him kind of ramble and explain
Yeah.
his grandeurs, doing the whole smile, nod,
Mm-hmm.
interact, putting on a show of airs, before finally, it will be getting late and I should be making my way to the next area soon.
Ah, I understand. Well, before you go, would you do me a favor? Something I would gladly present to you, make you one of my dearest friends for.
Sure, what do you need?
This book is the Book of Bavlorna, the hag who lives here. Would you be so kind as to return it to her? And be sure to note that I found it and was going to have it sent to her.
Of course. I will take the book.
Thank you.
Uh, as I turn and start back across the bridge, I will quickly read the note.
The message reads, find Illig, the Baron of Muckstump, at once. The revolution lives.
Ho ho! Now, I will stop, book under arm, and look at the strange individual that has been moping about.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's with you?
My head was stolen, and I can't find a good one to replace it.
How does one's head get stolen exactly?
Well, I mean, some Harangon ran up and stole my head. It was a nice head. I've just been trying to find something, and this one does work. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look the way it used to.
Uh, what can you tell me about the shell on his head? Or that's replacing his head?
It's a gourd. And by the way, this is the current appearance of the person. And let me see.
So, just a straight up gourd?
Yeah, it is a gourd. This is basically a living scarecrow, and um, this is what they look like. They have giant claws, like crab claws, for arms,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Okay.
and thin little stick legs that end in boots.
Okay, seeing this, I'll reach in my bag and pull out the spider. Would this be any better?
Well, I mean, it's not my actual head.
Well, I mean as a stopgap.
I mean, sure, I could make it work, and kind of pulls the gourd off and puts the spider on. I mean, it's smaller, but it works. Just,
It's also more interesting and frankly, I think you could do the job of a scarecrow better with it, but that's neither here nor there. Can you tell me what your head originally looked like so I could be on the lookout for it on my travels?
well, it was a deer skull.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, I liked it. Um, it, I I was found by the Harangon brigands after running away.
That sounds about right. They've been a menace everywhere.
I originally came from thither. Granny Nightshade was the hag I was serving. I didn't want to do what she wanted me to do, so I ran away.
Well, if I get your head back, will you be returning?
I mean, I can
Just a
go.
question. I'm not going to demand you go.
If you get me my head, I can take you there.
That I may request when I'm ready.
Sure.
I will certainly be on the lookout for your head in the meantime. Thank you.
Thank you.
And with bloody hell. And with that, I will start to walk away again. And when I'm well enough out of sight, and made sure that they're not like looking, I'm gonna look at this book.
Okay. On the cover, it's labeled. See here. Big Book of Bad Blood.
What the hell?
Give me a moment. I got. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so do you actually begin reading through it and kind of glancing through the pages?
Sure. I'm also constantly looking out for like the bullywugs and such.
Yeah, they don't seem to pay any mind to you, but as you kind of look through, you do take note that this is a detailed notation of all the people that Bavlorna Blightstraw believes has wronged her and what they did.
Oh.
And their copious notes on these people.
But I have time to make copies.
Well, if you sat down here and such, you probably do have time.
I don't have the resources. Something the pack doesn't come with, unfortunately. A quill, ink, and some papers. Okay. So, what was the name of the other bullywug again?
Which one? The king?
No. The one that they wanted me to find.
Oh, yes. Illig of Muckstamp. Or Muckstump, I believe.
Find Muckstump. What was the name of this area?
Downfall.
Downfall. Alright. I have that added. I am going to take the time to at least read through it and hope I can remember that crap later.
Okay. Alright, so is this where we're going to stop off for today?
Yeah. It's 12 o'clock. I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Say no more.
I was going to say something else and I've already forgotten what it was.
We will be ending stream for tonight then. Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or, I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Um, Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.